Still working out the kinks, folks. Still working out the kinks.
Forgot to turn the loop off, did you?
Yeah, apparently.
What's up, everybody? It's Wes and Andy. Welcome to Random Fandom Tuesday night, brought to you by a couple of bumbling guys.
We'll get there eventually.
Coming to you live on our new streaming platform, EVMux.
Mm-hmm.
This one, it's Random Fandom number 85. Whew! For the week of Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. We are well into the Christmas preparation season.
We are.
How are you making out with your Christmas prep?
I think we're not in a bad spot, actually.
Don't you normally start in like July?
Yeah.
And did you make the deadline this year?
I think so.
I started, I think a couple of weeks ago. I'm okay. I'm sitting pretty good, to be honest.
A lot of people are waiting now for this tax holiday thing, right?
Yeah, I don't even understand how that's going to work.
Well,
but
small businesses are saying it's going to suck because they got to go in, edit everything, and then 2 months later, edit it all back.
I mean, if there was some way, like, I know for me, when I was in business, I could just, on my point of sale, I could just choose to not
do that one.
Yeah. Or I could manually invoice everything without it. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, as a consumer, I love the idea. Hopefully it'll be good for everybody.
Hey, go figure.
Adam, how are you, sir? I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Looking forward. Sorry, I cannot do lunch this week. I would love to, but I still have a very large bin of stuff for the channel for you, sir. Looking forward to getting that into your hands.
Oh, Josh, I have bought nothing yet. Full panic.
Full panic.
Well, you still got, at least 25 days.
Well, I mean, you've got 20. Well, no, it's the 26th. So, I can see 25 days. Sure. Business days.
You got to save a couple days for wrapping.
You got a month,
right? But...
Oh, if it's anything like me, I'll wrap everything on one night, and it will come out like a giant ball of tape. Except for the 1 year. The 1 year I did my wife's presents. My wife, I told you the story.
I think so.
My wife is a pretty big Star Trek fan. So 1 year I wrapped all of her gifts in Star Trek themed wrapping paper. And I don't mean like the wrapping paper had like the Star Trek, like the Federation Deltas. I mean, like I wrapped a book and it looked like Captain Picard's uniform, right? Like it was a lot of fun. Frustrating.
But fun.
But it was fun. Adam wants us to know, I don't trust this tax holiday at all. It will bite us, Canadians.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm a little bit.
I'm waiting to see.
Sure, as a consumer, I want a break on anything I can get a break on.
Especially in light of the whole, Edge discount disappearing.
Oh, your card is expired.
It is, but they didn't drop me right out of the program. Now I've just dropped down to the level before.
So what, you're down to a silver?
Back to platinum, yeah.
Oh, back to platinum. Okay.
I was at Onyx.
Yeah, I know.
Nice.
I'd be honest with you. I don't think I know a lot of Onyx carrying card members. Speaking of, we are speaking of the GameStop rewards program, which is, they say it's changing. They tell us it's changing, but they won't tell us what it is. I don't think they know yet.
No.
But the way it is in its current state, it is going away.
Yeah.
My wife and I wrap everything together watching Die Hard 1 and 2. That is a lot of fun.
I mean, that's a tradition.
And then, I mean, if you're watching both of those movies, like, where do you put your attention? Are you focused on the movie or like wrapping, or do you like go back and forth? Here, honey, you wrap this one, I'll watch the movie. No, I'll wrap this one and you watch the movie.
It just takes a little longer, because you're like wrapping, and then you're like, and then you got to go back to wrapping. And
I'm an all in. When I'm wrapping, it's heels and elbows and like, don't sweat on the paper, Wes. Don't sweat on the paper. Jesus. Look out.
What's Josh saying here? My dad loves Andy Griffith, so I'm getting him Goober's autograph. He has Andy and Barney so far. Nice.
Seriously? Is Goober still alive?
I would assume so if Josh is going to get that autograph.
Well, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's getting it like signed live. I mean, it could be you buy.
Oh, yeah, you could
buy an autograph.
Certified.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's true too.
No, absolutely.
And Adam says, we know the movie
we know it pretty well. I read that age-old argument, is Die Hard a Christmas movie, yes or no? And then I always sort of go with the
It
favorable.
Place
It's
at
favorable.
Christmas. It's at a Christmas party.
When they turned it into that the Die Hard children's book,
Mm-hmm.
and it is marketed as a Die Hard Night Before Christmas.
Well, you can get your Die Hard Christmas ornaments. I mean, you get your John McClane in the vent and stick them right on the tree.
I want the, and this is true, Jake.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah, in
with the
Jake
falling calendar.
Peralta, Jake Peralta fashion. I want the Nakatomi Tower Advent calendar with Hans Gruber
As he
falling,
falls one layer at a time.
one day at a time until
There you go.
Hans Gruber just became a Gruber on the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, he's alive, but I'm getting it through a collector.
I did
Very
not
good.
know that. I'm thinking now about that cast. I get Ron Howard's alive.
Yep.
Andy is not.
No. Don Knotts is passed.
Don Knotts is gone. Gomer Pyle. Oh my God. What the hell was Gomer's? He's a great singer. You know the one I'm talking about.
No. It's been forever since
Goober's cousin, Gomer.
Oh.
Because Gomer Pyle USMC was a spinoff of the Andy Griffith Show, and I cannot. Jim Neighbors. Jim Neighbors. That's it. Jim Neighbors. Yeah. The Boo. Andy and Dom is fantastic. I got it at a yard sale in Bonhuagan. Am I saying that right? Bonhuagan. Oh, is that supposed to say Bob Cajun?
It could be.
I don't know.
Bon voyage.
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
That's okay.
I'm just reading it I'm reading it as written. I mean, I'm like that newscaster reading the prompter. You could be reading like,
okay, Evan.
Right.
Bruce Almighty over here just typing away.
I could be reading some stuff to get us canceled and not realize what I'm doing until it's over.
Oh, he has Gomer too.
That's Gomer as well. Okay, that's cool.
That's a sizable.
That is very cool.
Autograph collection for that show.
But we are here.
We are
once
here.
again after having a week off for life stuff.
Yep.
Darn life stuff. It happens.
It does.
We should though. Wait, my phone is being weird. Oh, I get it. Okay. Your phone's being weird, or
the autocorrect is taking over.
Damn you, autocorrect. I'm tired of all your shirt. You think we should open up the show with our usual stuff?
Duck, yeah.
All right, let's do it. It's another round of
Random Fandom Trivia.
Nice.
While we are getting the random trivia queued up, don't forget, we are a 100% audience participation show. If you are interested in any of the topics that we are talking about tonight, any of the entertainment headlines, please do hit us up in the live chat, just like JoeFan84 and Adam from Go Figure. Or if you really want to be on the show, you can use the custom WhatsApp link. It's embedded in the description of this video on every platform, and you can call in. Which reminds me, Wes, plug in the phone.
It's just another technical difficulty.
Just plug in the phone. You know, you switch platforms, and suddenly it's like you're a newbie all over again.
Brand new ball game.
Turn the Bluetooth off. Turn the Bluetooth off. Okay, we are good to go. What was that? Was that me?
I don't know, maybe.
That was really loud. Maybe I should turn my notifications.
Adam says, it's never duck, autocorrect, never duck.
Yeah. That is well done.
All right.
Well done.
For
Okay,
our
we're all queued up.
question this week.
All right. Yeah.
Played the title role in the 1972 film The Godfather.
Oh, I know this one.
Was it Marlon Brando?
I know this one.
Robert Duvall, Al Pacino, or James Caan?
Oh boy, it would have been a different movie with some of these other people, wouldn't it?
Would have been, wouldn't it?
All right, let's give it the sounder, the 30-second sounder, and we'll check in on your answers in momentarily. Going to sit here and babble away for a few seconds because Andy, you and I did a test stream with Evie Mux last week and discovered that at least on YouTube, it appears that we are streaming about 10 seconds later than what we actually are. So just give everybody a few extra seconds to get their answers in.
Well, we've got a couple already. Sean saying A, Marlon Brando.
B Brando.
Adam is also chiming in with Brando.
The Brando.
Josh coming in with A.
It's Brando all around.
Well, Brando all around for the win. It is indeed Marlon Brando.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Ah.
Everybody's a winner tonight.
Did you know that when he did his audition for the role, Marlon Brando wanted to make Don Corleone look more like a bulldog, so he stuffed his cheeks full of cotton wool for the audition.
Did that carry through right to the filming of the movie?
It did, but for the actual filming, they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a mouthpiece made up by a dentist. And this
Ah, that makes
appliance
sense,
is on
yeah.
display at the American Museum of the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures in Los Angeles in a special Godfather exhibition.
Los Angeles.
So you can go look at what was in his mouth.
Let's go look at dental appliances, shall we?
Yes.
Like you're trying one. Like it's like buying a car. Let's go look at the cars. Let's go look at the dental
I don't
appliances.
think you can kick this one, though.
No. Oh, no.
Josh says he heard that, though.
Don't kick the tires.
Yeah.
At least it's not like oh my God, Orson Welles who wanted to really do some mess with some stuff, or was it Brando? No, it was Brando who got all like weirded out on the island of Dr. Moreau and basically wanted to make his character a giant donut or something. It was like just ridiculous stuff.
I remember that movie being pretty weird.
The island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Oh,
It is
Josh
weird.
says
Never saw The Godfather
either.
or any of its sequels.
Successors.
You know, that's okay. There's a lot that I have yet to see, and I'm not going to lie, I have not seen The Godfather end to end either. How about you?
Not fully end to end.
No. Nope. Last movie. What's the last movie that I watched? We just watched one the other night. What did we watch? I watched the 2000, believe it or not, I watched the 2009 Solomon Kane. Have you heard of this?
No.
It was okay. I liked it.
Adam says, I love that movie on all its wackiness.
Godfather?
I guess.
Or Solomon Kane?
Maybe.
Ooh, Goodfellas.
Hasn't
That
seen
I have seen.
Yeah, I've seen that,
That one I have seen, yeah. You talking to me?
Yep.
Are you talking to me? That's my best Joe Pesci.
There you go.
Unless you want me to do Lethal Weapon.
I don't know.
We're past the 15 seconds.
Oh, no. Adam says Dr. Moreau.
Oh, Dr. Moreau. Yes, that is wacky.
Yeah.
That is wacky. Yes, Dr. Murray. Dr. Merrick's. I love it. Your phone is being wacky.
Merrick's.
They fuck you at the drive-thru.
The two Utes.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
I know. But we do have some sad news to kick off this week.
As always.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Daytime television will never be the same.
No, it really won't. Game show legend Chuck Woolery has passed away.
You know, Chuck Woolery to me was like kind of like Dick Clark. Like the guy just did not age.
No, and like he's synonymous with game shows, right?
I mean, I've been known to put on the Game Show Network every now and then, and there is no shortage of Chuck Woolery there. He did this word. Oh, what was it called? He did a word game fairly recently. I can't think of what it was called, but it was quite cool. It was cool to see Chuck, you know, outside of primetime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The original host of The Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Love Connection.
Love Connection. Wow. Holy Moses.
Yeah. 83 years old, so he had a good run.
83, really?
Yeah, born in 1941.
But see, like with his like ageless appearance, you could have told me that he was
65
or 100. You know what I mean? Like, you're really kind of gray there.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, he must have. I think he found the Fountain of Youth or something.
Could be.
Lingo. That's it. Lingo. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Nice.
Man, that was cool.
He did some acting too. Cold Feet, Scrubs, 227.
227. Oh my Lord. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
That's a sitcom.
Then he had his own reality show called Chuck Woolery Naturally Stoned.
I didn't see that. Have you?
I never saw that one either. But
do we think that's a play on words?
It could be.
Or like, was he just a big stoner?
Maybe.
Was Chuck Woolery? I don't want to insult the man.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it these days. It's all legal. Well,
in Canada.
In Canada.
In Canada, yeah.
Yeah. But,
Netherlands.
Did you know that he was part of a performer for a musical group too?
No, I did not.
The Avant-Garde.
The Avant-Garde.
Yeah, and they had a top 40 hit with Naturally Stoned.
Naturally Stoned.
Yeah.
Oh, so is this about his recording career then?
A little bit, probably. Or probably taking from that, right?
Wow. And then went on to have a handful of solo songs on the country charts. Wow, I did
So
not
he's
know
all
that.
over the board, like not just game show host, but actor.
So he's
singer.
like the full package.
Yeah, all around entertainer.
Singer, actor. Wow.
Got a couple comments to catch up here. What was Joe saying?
I wanted to watch it because of the Good Feathers from Animaniacs.
Yes.
I do love Good Feathers. That was so
That
good.
was such a good story in there. Like a great little segment.
Yeah, yeah. Animaniacs, the original. I love that show.
Even the revival was good.
I watched one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about
It
this.
didn't have the same edge, but it
No.
still had a similar vibe.
Yeah. Adam says this phone works for Hydra. Hail Hydra.
No. Hydra bad.
I could just be like that that issue of Captain America.
Well, yeah, but he was being
It's a fake.
controlled by the cosmic cube or something.
My aunt is the same age. Oh, 83. Wow. Again, you know, we get to these this point in our life, and I've said it before, like we could all be so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, he was not the only one we lost. Unfortunately, we also lost Dan Hennessy. And if you're not familiar with him, you do know his voice. He was the voice of Chief Quimby on Inspector Gadget. Bert the Raccoon on the Raccoons. And Braveheart on the Care Bears.
Braveheart Lion. So that means we just, oh my gosh, I got to go back and...
Chances are he was probably on Ewoks.
He absolutely was. And was he part of our main cast? That's what I want to know. Do I still have? I don't have Ewoks. Oh, yes, I do.
Maybe. There we go. But yeah, born in 1941, so he was 81 years old or 83 as well.
Oh, I don't have our primer in my old notes.
But he was also on Babar, Beetlejuice, X-Men, the animated series. So he's been around.
You know what? I'm gonna gaz it right here, and I'm gonna
use some finger magic.
Yeah, Dan Hennessy. There we go.
But yeah, it was as a result of complications from Parkinson's disease.
Oh dear.
So hopefully they get that one something going there.
Oh my God! Of course, it's Gornish.
Yes,
it's King Gornish.
Which would mean he's also Beaster from My Pet Monster.
Correct. Also played well, we're talking about Star Wars. He played Jord Desat, Uncle Gundy, Jin, Oba, Venga, and Yorpa on Star Wars Droids.
Nice.
At some point, we're going to get to that. You know, again, a little piece of our childhood no longer with us. Although, I mean, when you play an animated character, are you ever really gone?
No, that character will live on.
I just saw a thing today.
Until they decide to remove it from the stream.
Well, I know one of your favorite shows and one of mine. And when I say show, I mean convention. Niagara Falls Comic-Con just announced another guest, and it's the current voice actor for a bunch of our favorite Hanna-Barbera characters, Fred Flintstone, Yogi Bear, and a bunch of others. But
yeah,
like
he did Shaggy and Scooby as well there. For
yeah,
a while.
Do you remember his name?
George Ines, I believe.
I think that's right. So could these characters be recast? Probably.
Oh,
probably.
I mean, technically they already have been in all the reboots, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, good evening, Steve Terrio.
Steve Terrio, all the way from YouTube, all the way over somewhere else.
Nice.
And here we are.
But condolences to the family, and memory will live on. So next up, Don Lemon has quit X.
I saw this, and I thought, man, if this isn't from the weird.
This is. He's doing it, and he's citing it because Elon Musk has decided to change the legal disputes venue to Texas courts.
So for those of you who don't know, Don has a financial stake in X. He's a partner. He's a part owner.
And he's suing Elon Musk.
Leaving the platform because of the way that it's being run.
Yep.
Yeah.
So in August, he went to sue Elon and X in the Superior Court of California, County of San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he alleged that Elon and his social media company have committed fraud. They were negligent and in their misrepresentation, misappropriation of Lemon's name and likeness, and breach of express contract.
Oh dear.
He's quoted as saying, "I loved connecting with all of you on X, but it's time for me to leave the platform. I once believed it was a place for honest debate and discussion, transparency, and free speech, but now I feel it does not serve that purpose." And
That's tough, you know?
yeah, but
I mean, like all of this aside, the bigger, I mean, obviously, if a part owner leaving a multi-billion-dollar brand like that isn't
that's
small
not,
news.
no, that
but
takes a lot to get him out, right?
but like the one thing you touched on, and I want to go back to that for a minute, is talking about that. For those of you who don't know, if you haven't read this already, the terms of service for X are changing. And of course, you know what it's like. Who reads the terms of service on
Yeah, you just
anything?
scroll through and click.
Yes,
Okay.
agree, accept. And or in this case, in social media's case, it's if you use the platform, you automatically agree to those terms.
Yeah.
But the terms of service are changing to basically say, and I don't know, do you have the district? There it is, right here.
Wants to change it to?
So yeah, Elon wants to change the terms of service so that any litigation against X, the company, will be heard in the sole district of a northern district of Texas, or specifically state courts located in Tarrant County, where it is a very, very, very conservative judicial system.
Mm-hmm.
The idea being that they would likely be sheltered and protected because of that.
And now with the president-elect, probably more so.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Oh, it's Hazel's in the house. Good morning from the outback in Australia.
Morning from the outback, Australia. I don't know if I did that right. I think that's awful. I should probably not do that.
Probably not.
I'm sorry. Good morning.
But yeah, he directed his followers to, his other accounts on YouTube, TikTok, Facegram, Instagram, whatever else.
Faceagram.
Faceagram. And Blue Sky.
I love it.
I don't know what that one is yet, but apparently it's new.
Blue Sky. I don't know that one either.
Maybe we need to get on. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy that
Oh, he was just saying, I'm leaving X, so just come find me on my other places.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So he's leaving a forwarding address. But he is seeking unspecified monetary damages. And according to the suit, Musk and X agreed to pay him $1.5 million with additional ad revenue sharing.
Yeah.
But he did not have a signed contract. And he was
dear.
assured by Musk that there was no need for a formal written agreement to fill out paperwork. So that sounds shady as hell.
Oh dear. I have a feeling that this is a sinking ship.
Yeah. So
what's that? A contract without a contract?
Yep.
Well,
that leaves it open for interpretation.
Oh dear.
But
well, I mean, if he's filed this, right?
Yes, he's filed it.
I mean, it will be heard in California then.
I would think so, unless they can get a successful change of venue.
What's filed before the date that it's changed? I don't know how do you enforce that? Because that's one of those things too. Terms of service subject to change without warning.
Yeah.
But when are they? Like, if you file a legal proceeding against somebody based on those terms and you change those terms, like, this is such a weirdly specific thing. Nope, we can only be heard in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I filed it before you did that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah, we'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, hopefully it works out normal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is anymore.
So this next one here is kind of weird. Prior to the whole spectacle fight that happened there between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson,
which we did watch, by the way.
We did, even though
we did.
I offered halfway through.
We didn't really get a chance to talk about that. We did watch the fight.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up watching the co-headliner match. We got about what,
10 to 12 minute delay.
I was going to say 3 or 4 rounds in before it we were affected by the buffering, but yes. It did work out in the end. We stopped the broadcast, stopped it completely, went back to the beginning, and then fast forwarded through the broadcast back to where we had froze up, and it didn't freeze again. So we ended up watching, I think, about 10 minutes behind.
Roughly.
But still, like, we did get to see it all.
Yeah. So that was good for what it was. But yeah. Prior to the event, though, Rosie Perez did sit down with Tyson for an interview, and he told her that he took toad venom, and on that toad venom, it let him talk to God, and God told him to beat Jake Paul.
I mean, you're into whatever you're into.
Yeah.
And certainly mind-altering substances as a expanding consciousness expanding activity. It's not new.
No.
I think Jim Morrison made a career out of it.
Probably.
Right? I don't know where I am on this one. I find it interesting. But then, you had sent this over to me and it was like, oh, the toad venom. And I'm like, it's no different than Paul. By the way, they both admitted in that 3-episode documentary lead up
that they were doing
both.
Some
I mean, what did Jake say? He's like,
I was taking ayahuasca trips.
Ayahuasca, yeah, my second or third ayahuasca trip or something.
He didn't claim to talk to God, though, did he?
No, he just thought that, he should do something.
Yeah, because the quote from Tyson here is, you see a toad, you bust its pee, you put it on like a mirror and it gets hard. You rub it down until it becomes a fine sand and then you smoke it. Then you meet God. And this is what God told me to do. I know it sounds strange, but if you do some investigation, people will tell you about it. I had a shaman. I've probably done it over 80 times, 90 times probably. So at this point, he should be immune to toad venom.
Is he going, South America to do this?
I don't know for sure. I mean, you'd figure his shaman could come to him, but...
Well...
I mean, carrying toads is not illegal.
Yeah, but importing exotic animals might be.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know what the laws are down there, so yeah. I can't say for certain. But I can see this being troublesome.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, at his income level, the lifestyle that his income affords him to live, he can afford to travel to wherever it is legal.
Yep. She also asked him about his legacy, and the quote there is, "What do I care about my legacy? I never knew what a legacy was, and people started throwing the word around so loosely. A legacy sounds like ego to me. I'm going to be dead soon."
Wow.
Who cares what somebody's going to think about me when I'm dead? We don't talk about Charles Manson. No one cares about nobody when they're dead and gone.
Yeah, I think the Charles Manson analogy is a bad analogy.
It is a bad analogy because
That's
people
a bad
still
one.
do talk about him as like a terrible example,
well,
right?
And maybe that's Mike being, overtly critical of himself. I mean, you can't ignore the fact that he is a convicted criminal.
Mm-hmm. He's done his time.
I mean, if he had done this stuff, surprised the man hasn't been canceled, to be honest. Given the man's track record and the things that he's actually done.
Yeah, but he did most of them before the age of social
Well, this is
media,
what I mean, right?
Before
like
the cancel culture took over.
If you did it now,
he'd be done.
You'd think.
You would think so.
I would think so.
But after the fight, there is an update.
Is this an update from the realm of was it fixed or wasn't it?
No, this is an update from the world of boxing.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, Turki Al-Sheikh, the Saudi billionaire and prominent member of the royal family, has offered $700 million to Mike Tyson if he agrees to a rematch against Jake Paul and wins by knockout in the first round with a 3-minute time limit.
So full rounds.
Full rounds, and he's got to knock him out
because
in the first round.
we went 2-minute rounds in the
8 rounds.
3-minute rounds are full rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But come on, read between the lines. $700 million if you can knock this punk out in the first round. That's almost like saying, I know there's more in there, because the speculation has been there that he threw the fight.
The terms of it was he wasn't going to get paid unless he went the full 8 rounds.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Has that been made public?
Apparently. And if he knocked Jake Paul out in the first 3 rounds, he got nothing. So, I mean, technically, what does he have to lose?
I've seen all the I shouldn't say all of them, but I have seen enough social media traffic on this that, there's a lot of people out there that think he did throw it. I've seen a video that there's Tyson throws a pretty good right and then pulls it back, and it's like the caption is like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. If I do this, I don't get paid."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the truth or not.
But I could see it being that way.
I will ask you this: we watched the fight together.
Mm-hmm.
Were you entertained?
I was entertained by the two women prior.
Yeah, the ladies' fight was very good.
Serrano and other girl who won by decision.
Yep, that's her. Shows you how much boxing we watch.
I know. But
the Irish lady.
Yes. But yeah, watching it,
700.
watching him training and then seeing the fight, it was two different people.
I agree with you on that. But then he did show up to the ring in a knee brace, and I guess it's come out. They talked a little bit about it on that documentary that whatever the illness was that postponed the fight back in July was
almost knocked him out.
Far more serious than maybe was let on. Like something like over half of his blood volume or something.
Mm-hmm. It was no cold that took him out.
Zazel says, "I believe there were only women's fights."
Well, the second fight was pretty good too between those guys.
Oh, I did not appreciate the one fella.
The first one where he humped him in the corner.
Yeah, that just to me was like
that was weird, just weird.
The whole night was a night of spectacle, and so on that level, it was on brand.
Mm-hmm.
But like as a sanctioned pro sporting event, there's no room for that.
No,
there's no room for that. And the headbutting. Oh my God. The ref deducting 1 point for the headbutting. I made a joke. I'm like, for the 17th time.
Yeah.
But like, seriously, how many times, like, legitimately did she?
And like they write it off like, oh look, it's because she's fighting left and the other's fighting right, so they're going to run into that. But
yeah, but it's not
on purpose forever. At some point, it becomes intentional.
No, to me, and I'm as not a trained fighter. Not a boxer, not a scholar of boxing. To me, to my untrained brain, it looked intentional to me.
Mm.
It did. It looked intentional.
Yeah.
And maybe there's some technique with the head that is intentional, like part of your guard or part of your defense. But like going into the clinch, like, come on.
Yeah.
It was awful.
It was. But going back to this billionaire.
Oh, yeah, 700 million.
Yeah, he's quoted as saying, "I want to see true greatness in the ring. Mike Tyson is a legend, and Jake Paul has proven that he has what it takes to compete. My $700 million offer is my way of inviting Tyson to prove his dominance once again. The fight will not just be a spectacle, but a statement of what it means to be the best. I am confident that Tyson can win by KO in the first 3 minutes." And he did this over a virtual press conference. But Jake Paul actually responded to it.
Of course he did.
So his response is $700 million, huh? Well, that sounds like an interesting offer. Tyson, I don't care how many millions are at stake. You know I'm going to knock you out again. This is personal. It's not just about money. This time there will be no doubts. I'll be the one to finish the fight in 3 minutes. I'll wait for you in the ring, man. So, first off, you didn't knock Tyson out. At all.
Yeah.
Sure.
I thought he was showing a little bit of class by not.
Yes and no. Like, I mean, he was showing kind of kid gloves, but if that's the case, did you have the adult gloves to go with it?
Well, again, that takes me back to will Jake Paul fight a current ranked contender? Like, you can keep doing these spectacle fights and fighting these MMA guys, but like
eventually you gotta get
if you want to be serious in the world of boxing, then you need to be a real boxer and you need to fight real boxers. Not to say that Tyson isn't a real boxer, but if you want to be current today, you need to fight current today guys. People. It's that simple.
Yep.
Yeah. Zazel says, "Is that Jake Paul on the left there in the picture?"
It could be. Maybe that was the toad poison he was snorting.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, so
he's a bit of a toad, isn't he?
A little bit. Next up, we have our new Lara Croft for the Tomb Raider Amazon series from Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and it's gonna be Sophie Turner.
I saw this the other day, and my initial impression was, I wasn't super excited. I'm not disappointed either. I'm just kind of,
She did okay in Dark Phoenix. It's not her fault that the writing was bad.
I'll give you that. I don't think it was that good.
Well, no, the movie wasn't that great, but
you can only do what you can do.
Yeah,
with what you're given.
Yeah, but of course, she's more well known for her turn in Game of Thrones, right? So
that's right. She'll be Sansa Raider.
Yeah,
Sansa Croft.
But how this series pans out, I guess I don't know. We'll find out when it comes to Amazon.
Do we have a date on this? Do we have a time frame of when this might be?
It's been in development since January of 2023, so it's another one that just keeps.
Oh, that's pretty along. Recent. And we just got that Tomb Raider animated thing. Where was that? Was that on Prime as well? It was
on
or Netflix?
Netflix for that one,
and it did not do very well.
I haven't seen it myself.
It was not well received.
It stars Haley Atwell, does it not?
It does, yeah. Yeah,
I like her.
And Haley Atwell would make a pretty good,
a
pretty good Lara, I think.
But moving along, did you know that they dropped an extra for Agatha All Along?
What do you mean an extra?
Well, you know how they do those Marvel Assembled?
Oh yeah.
They've finally released that for Agatha All Along.
I just watched I didn't watch that one. I did watch Assembled though for Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nice.
I said it the wrong way, or did I?
I haven't seen that one yet.
The movie or the episode?
Oh, I've seen the movie.
Okay,
just not the episode.
It's good. Yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, they had them all in talking like they do normally for those ones, and get some insight to it. And you can stream it now on Disney Plus.
Now that it's in the rearview mirror, and we did not review it.
No.
Do you any regrets to not reviewing this one?
Yes and no.
Because we were pretty heavy in the WandaVision when it came out, and we all enjoyed it. You, me, and Hank, the three of us.
This was a great extension of that.
See, I think we're a little bit divided on that.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not sure that it wasn't really anything just to set up another spoke on the Young Avengers wheel.
I'm gonna counter that there though with the reveal of Aubrey Plaza's character
as
Death.
As Death, yeah.
Because cosmic entity known as Death is like huge in the comic universe, right? That's the whole reason why why Thanos goes after the Infinity Stones.
But we've already gone through that. We're not doing that again.
No, but we could always do the follow-up. Because there is at one point in the comics a love triangle between Thanos, her, and Deadpool.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Are we that calculated to weave all that together already?
Sure, why not?
Oh dear. But our MCU Thanos dead.
He did. Well,
you need a variant to do this.
He is and he isn't. He comes back multiple times.
And that is going to make it as frustrating as every time a comic goes back to issue 1. Right? If you start doing this stuff in the MCU, that the casual movie fan, they're going to get what the hell's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that you run the risk of potentially losing people.
Perhaps. But I mean, literally, it could be Death that brings him back.
But we've already established that, she and Agatha had a thing.
Yeah, she can have multiple things.
So does she take the place of Deadpool in this love triangle? Or is it a new love triangle between Agatha and Deadpool and Death?
Maybe.
Because Marvel Death can restore a person to life.
Yeah.
So maybe Agatha's not done yet.
Maybe not. We'll see. They did leave it open enough for another season.
Don't get me wrong. Catherine Hahn, still a good actress. She was just as good in this as she was in WandaVision, but without having to play the quirky neighbor thing, which I missed that. I like that she was playing that, and she knew who she was, right? Like,
yeah.
The cop thing at the beginning of Agatha didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I don't know about that part, but
well,
I mean, she did land a first though. I mean,
In what
just
sense?
like Mike Tyson at the fight, she is the first woman to show her butt in the MCU.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her. Yeah, I'm the whole like superhero fatigue thing. It's real.
Yeah.
It's real. And I was very slow to get there because I mean, I love this stuff. Like I've said it before, the MCU is my comic books now.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like them and I will watch them, but like I'm not running right out now and oh my god.
Well, it's the same thing with the actual comic books, right? Like you have
Yep.
your series you go and read all the time.
Yeah.
And then you have other series that you may try out every now and again, but maybe they're just not for you.
Yeah, I buy that. Yeah.
Like some people like X-Men, some people like Fantastic Four.
And some of us were stuck on the New Warriors.
That's right.
It's my only comic book. It's my only comic style Marvel Legends are the New Warriors and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Well, yeah.
But they were never a comic. Well, they might have been.
They were.
They might have been.
I think so.
Under the Amazing Friends banner?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
This next one's superhero adjacent.
This is funny.
It is funny. TJ Miller now calls Ryan Reynolds a good friend. 2 years after saying, I would not work with him again. So
what happened there? Why the flip?
Well, he was speaking with SiriusXM's The Bonfire, and he revealed that he chatted with Ryan Reynolds, and 2 years ago on the Adam Carolla show, he said that he didn't think Ryan Reynolds liked him and therefore would not work with him again.
He said a lot more than that.
Yeah, he did.
He said some pretty like
TJ Miller things.
Yeah, probably the stuff that got him kicked off the movie franchise to begin with.
Yeah.
But he was pretty forceful about that. He was very opinionated, and that opinion of Ryan was, I would say, not that good.
No.
Not that good. He made it sound like, oh, he's too good for me now. No, Mr. Miller, you're just not good enough anymore.
But he does say that we talked a little while ago, and I think he's just been such a good friend right now that I think it really would, quote unquote, returning for Deadpool 4 would be awesome. So is this him just trying to get back in? Like, oh, look how awesome Deadpool 3 was. I need a piece of that.
It makes me wonder if after TJ had said the things that he'd said those years ago, if Ryan had reached out after that to sort of like, hey, I didn't realize you felt that burned about.
It could be.
And maybe tried to smooth it over. Maybe they had a conversation and maybe everything's good now.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
But
I just don't know, like, as an actor, people are in and out of your life so often, so frequently. Like, It's like for me, it would be like being in the military.
Yeah.
Right? Here today, gone tomorrow. And there are people that I choose to maintain relationships with. And then there are other people that if I saw them tomorrow, we could pick it up like we never parted. But then the flip side of that is there are people that I'm not going out of my way to call.
Yeah.
And probably never will. I think it's the same in Hollywood.
Probably. Except with Tim Burton.
Why is that?
Because he's always working with Helena
Bonham Carter, yeah.
And Johnny Depp.
That's true.
So. But yeah, where this goes, I don't know. But, good for him for repairing a bridge, I guess.
If that's what's happening.
Yes.
If that's what's happening.
Another one. This one is good for me. Kevin Smith has announced that Dogma 2 is going to happen. And
really?
Chances are Ben Affleck and Matt Damon will be potentially returning.
I mean, they're kind of central to it, aren't they?
They were to the first,
yeah. I guess. I don't even want to. Where do you think a second one would go?
Honestly, I don't know. But
do we get the Alanis Morissette cameo again?
I would assume so.
Or, I mean, it's God, right? So, I mean, God could appear as anybody.
Yeah. But we won't be getting the George Carlin.
But, no, that's for sure.
I'm sure the Buddy Christ could still make an appearance.
The Buddy Christ.
Maybe even the Golgothan.
Yeah.
Like, Selma Hayek could come back for it.
Oh, she could.
I think Linda Fiorentino's still out there. Maybe they could deal with her kids or something.
I'm interested in this. There's potential here. You know, we've had some luck recently with sequels that are long removed from their originals, and you know, some of them have turned out okay. Ghostbusters has worked out.
Yeah.
How long ago was the first one?
25 years ago.
Yeah, so that's a big window.
But, you know, he just did, well, not just did, but a couple, I guess a year a bit ago, did
Okay. Yep.
Clerks 3.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Like, brought tears to my eyes.
Oh, wow.
It was so well done.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
That's big to get you emotional.
Yeah. But apparently there is going to be a special 25th anniversary steelbook edition of Dogma coming out.
Okay.
So that's good if you didn't get it the first time around.
I'd be all right with that.
But yeah. As for when and where this will appear, we don't know. But
right.
You know, it's just in an idea stage right now. But that's good news.
So what's that? He says Dogma 2's plot details are still under wraps, but Kevin Smith has hinted that it will be more of a companion piece rather than a straightforward sequel. So
could be like a side thing.
Another weirdly religious tale, not focused on them, but they
cross paths.
Yeah. They weave in and out of it, maybe. Okay.
I mean, the 300 sequel did something similar to that, right?
It was the same story, but there was the naval battle.
Yeah.
And Xerxes was in it.
Yes.
Like he was quite prominent in it.
More origin for him too, as well.
Yeah.
But I suppose we could talk some toys now,
because we don't talk enough toys on Sunday now. By the way, if you haven't checked us out over the last 3 or so weeks, we've had a break in our schedule, so we've been rolling back the clock on Star Wars the Black Series 6-inch line of action figures as we look at the toy line one wave at a time. This Sunday we're starting to we might get to the first round of exclusives. So if you haven't checked us out on that one lately, consider having a look.
Yeah. Sarah Hodges.
Sarah. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Nice to see you.
Such a great film. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
It was fun.
I did like it.
But, yeah, let's do some toy news.
I'm down for it. Let's do it.
So first up, this one is causing a bit of a stir. The Joker movie limited edition deluxe collectible set from McFarlane. So you get yourself the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Yeah.
You get Robert De Niro as Murray Franklin, as well as basically the little set piece for the chat show.
Like the chair, the desk, and all that. Oh, okay.
All that, the little backdrop window and everything.
Yeah.
It also includes 3 swappable Joker faces, 4 alternate hands, a notebook, a handgun, coffee mug, microphone, and collectible art card.
I'm seeing a hefty price tag.
Yes, you're going to. Okay. It also includes the Murray Franklin, the host desk, the host chair, interview chair, and a plant, as well as the backdrop piece for the diorama.
I mean, that's a pretty complete.
It's a complete setup here. But they've also gone and included a full-size prop replica of Joker's notebook, the Don't Forget to Smile metal sign.
Sorry, full size, like 1-to-1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A open mic night poster, which is paper.
Yeah.
And a Forgive My Laughter cardstock, the ones he was handing out on the bus.
Yeah.
But the thing about this is it will set you back $249.99 US. And people are a little upset about this, right?
$249 US. Like, people are going to buy it.
People are going to buy it.
When you're packing this much stuff into it, though, like, this almost feels like convention exclusive to me.
Almost.
You know what I mean? Like,
but like, because people were kind of upset about the price point.
You can give me a stripped down version without all the prop stuff?
No, they're not.
Oh, okay.
They addressed it. They said, due to the mature nature of the Joker movie, we faced a unique restriction on pricing options.
Sure.
And this particular scene is the most, violent one in the movie.
Okay.
It is the culmination of the entire movie, But they went on to say, despite these limitations, we remained committed to delivering a offering which feels worth it. And that's why they added all these extra props and replicas into it. So,
well, I mean, let's talk about this for a second. The average price of a McFarlane figure right now,
$30.
so you get $60 in figures.
Yep.
And what's the we're $249 on this?
Yes. $249 US.
So $250 US and now 60, we'll say 60 Canadian. So we're probably 45 US.
Yeah.
Wow. So where's the other $200? You telling me that
it's in paper and metal?
You're telling me that metal? What's metal?
The metal "Don't forget to smile" sign.
No, it's not there.
I mean that's what they're saying too. Like they're also saying, we don't want children to be buying this because of how violent the scene is.
No, but it's adult collectors who are going to buy this.
It is
for sure. It is.
Like at this juncture and everything, that's kind of putting it out of reach. Like you're gonna have to really, really love that movie,
which I don't.
No.
So 250. I mean, 250 as an action figure collector, and don't get me wrong, I've dipped into prop replicas before. I have a number of them.
Yep.
But like for 250, that's a lot of action figure dough.
Mm-hmm.
Like 250 in McFarlane figures, that's a half a dozen or more figures.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you figure at $45 for 2 in US.
Yeah.
You look at 4 for 100. That's 8, 200.
I take it back to the real estate thing.
That's 12 figures you could be buying.
Right. And I go back to the real estate thing. It's like for me, as anybody watching can tell, 99.999% of my collection is all museum posed.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's fine. So like I would rather have more than have a diorama that is going to get buried, and possibly not displayed prominently.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I guess the flip side of that is maybe fans of this movie are fans of it because it's kind of subversive in the whole DC thing, right?
Could be.
And maybe they would be into the prop stuff. It's a tough one to.
I just find it hard to.
I can't rationalize it.
No, because like that brand new Superman versus Doomsday 2-pack from the Dawn of Justice is $100. And there's more plastic in that than there is in this.
Yeah, Doomsday's an oversized, right?
He is. Yeah. I've held it in hand. It is a big figure.
Yeah, even that gets me a little bit like, oh. But again, I collect Transformers, and a commander class Transformer in Canada, I think is 120. So to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, but they're banking on it selling. So
that being said, though, it does look pretty darn good.
It does look good.
Yeah,
but again, that price point just sticks.
That floor on the talk show looks cardboard.
It very well.
Or is it plastic? Because there's clips on the backdrop.
Mm-hmm. Don't know.
It's shiny.
It better be plastic for that price.
It's shiny. Like, that's tough. I've got some mixed media stuff, like Diamond Select when they had the Star Trek license. They did some stuff where there's like I've got a scene. It's Kirk and Khan fighting in the engine room of the Enterprise. So the console is plastic, the floor is plastic, the two non-posable figures are plastic, but there's a like the wall behind the console with all of the lights and stuff.
All cardboard.
That's cardboard, and it just slides into some slots on the back.
And we've seen McFarlane do that before, right? Like you get your plastic base and a cardboard slider on the back.
I get the impression that's kind of what this is.
It could be.
Because that floor looks really thin.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's not for me. If you are into this and you think it's worth it, then it is.
Yeah. But at that point, you're looking at what, around 300 Canadian?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Probably a little bit more than that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Depending on what day of the week it is and what the exchange is at.
True. And then with Donald Trump's tariffs, 25% more.
God. We're not there yet.
No, we're not there yet. No. Moving on, though. How about a Batman 1-to-1 scale replica based on the 66 television series?
I saw this, and at first I was like, I liked it when Mattel did it.
Yeah.
Mattel did this, and it was a wearable piece. It was fabric.
Oh.
However, did you see the other one?
I don't know.
There's an 89 one as well.
Oh.
So if I see it now, the value in this, it's 1-to-1, but you can't wear that.
No.
You can't squeeze your head through that. But this is in that same space like the people who collect busts.
Mm-hmm.
You have this lined up with like the 89 cowl, and then perhaps they're going to do, it's McFarlane, so I'm sure we're going to get a few more.
Yeah, you'd at least get the Christopher Nolan trilogy, then the Batfleck.
Sure. No, exactly. So in that sense, as one piece of a larger display of 1-to-1 cowls, yes, this looks good. I don't have to put this, because it's plastic or whatever the material is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to put this on a mannequin head or other form to keep its shape. So it looks good. It's a good display piece.
21 inches tall.
Do we have a price on this?
I do not have a price, but it is available for pre-order now.
I'll be curious to see what this comes in at. Like, to me, this is comparable. Now, maybe the stand it obviously would add some value to it, but I would bet, Josh, I would bet that this is not wearable. I don't think this is wearable. I mean, maybe for a kid who's got a little teeny weeny little brain that can squeeze their head through the head hole there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think this is going to stretch. I think this is probably going to be plastic or some kind of thick, rubbery, plasticky
form retaining.
Going back to the price thing, though, I see this in the realm of, and McFarlane, who's tried to be cheaper than the other guys, I feel might try that strategy going into this realm. But this competes directly with Hasbro's Marvel Legends helmet line. Or the Star Wars Black Series helmet line. More so the Marvel stuff, right?
Apparently it says $99.99.
$99.99. Okay, so that is right on par with those Black Series helmets and those Marvel helmets. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But yes, there is an 89 one as well. I saw it a day or two after this one came out. This is coming in from Diggs BTW7 over on Twitch. Hey, what's up?
Not much. You?
We're Random Fandom here on a Tuesday night talking about some of the entertainment and pop culture headlines that came up this past week. Hope you're having a good night wherever you are.
So our next one here is still Batman related because it's McFarlane. The Joker 1/6 scale posed figure. Based on the artwork of Jason Fabok.
I mean, even I'm slipping into that language, but remember, it's a statue.
It is a statue. It is available in regular and autograph gold series, so you can actually get Fabok's autograph in one version of this. So.
Did you? Oh, I won't. I'll ask you later.
Okay.
Because I never know what you're packing into these from week to week. I just know there's some things that I saw that make me go, oh, did we talk about that, or was that last week?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right. Yeah, it also comes with one of those McFarlane Toys digital collectible redeemable codes.
Let me ask you this. You'll know, is there another autographed McFarlane item we're going to talk about tonight?
I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, available for pre-order now exclusively at McFarlane's Toy Store. Have you
ordered from them?
I have not.
No, neither have I.
I mean, you can order the regular version at select retailers, but you want that autograph, you got to go to him.
That makes sense.
So, next up from McFarlane, not a Batman.
Oh, wow.
But the Simon Baz Green Lantern.
I like the look of him. I'm not going to lie.
And he is part of the collector edition number 26 in the autograph series. Gold label available for pre-order now at Walmart.
I'll just say
and
this.
McFarlane.
For everybody who ragged on the new 52 character,
he's good.
He is pretty good. I love the luchador style mask. I think that's cool.
But he does come with a collectible art card signed by Jeff Johns, face plates, power battery, 3 constructs, an art card, and base. So,
I mean, if you're a Green Lantern fan, I feel like
you're gonna need him.
I feel like this is a no-brainer.
Yep. This next one is it was technically last week, but it slipped past the deadline. for the new adventures of Batman, or the new Batman Adventures, I should say, the Riddler in 6-inch format. He's
How striking is that?
He's highly animated styling.
That close up on his portrait makes it look like he's like, that's not a mouth. It's just a slit where a mouth would be.
Could be.
I know that's not what it is, but
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
the
it looks
animated
like.
styling of the face, right?
Gosh. Oh.
But, you know, he's just wearing the one question mark in this one, as opposed to the many Jim Carrey wore.
So here's the thing, right? You take a look at the image on the left there. Like, this reminds me of in a lot of ways of what Diamond Select was doing with the Marvel Selects. Like, the hip articulation on that really, really reminds me of those Diamond figures. And I never really liked those joints, because like, you're trying to like maintain the sculpt, but you just can't.
No, and there's no ab crunch to this one.
So even with his feet just offset ever so slightly, like, it's just jarring, and it breaks the lines on that. I guess maybe, is it because he's a cartoon style character?
I think so, because it is in that
I guess
animated style.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. I'm just wondering if this would be like you say, the Jim Carrey one. Like, if it was a live action thing, would it look as jarring?
I don't know.
I find that very jarring, though. Even when Diamond was doing the same kind of joints, like I had one of the Tom Holland Spider-Man ones, and it was, you didn't want to pose him in anything dynamic, because
it looks weird.
The big old square undercrotch, right? Because you move the legs. Oh, that doesn't look right.
Turns into SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Square bottom spider pants.
There you go. But one more out of McFarlane. This is a big one. Available for pre-order exclusively at Target. The 37-inch long Batwing.
37 inches long.
37 inches long. It seats 2 6-inch scale figures.
Oh, wow.
So from that Batman animated series line.
Yeah.
Available for pre-order now. And it has exterior and interior lights that turn on and off. But batteries are not.
I mean, that's cool. Ultimately, you get a Batwing. You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's going on the wall.
On the wall or hanging from the ceiling.
This I would put on the wall, and I would almost be inclined to have a light behind it, like to do the moon thing.
True.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
That would be cool.
I do like this Batwing, though.
But yeah, it's pretty fair representation of the animated version, so no idea on price, but
and I always felt like the animated series kind of borrowed a lot from the Burton the Burton look for those first two movies, and the Batwing is no exception. It does share some detailing.
Yep. Next up from Joy Toy, we have from their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1/18 scale.
Are we going back to McFarlane though?
No, that was it.
We're not. Okay, so we didn't talk about it. Did you see?
I did.
Because I want to talk about this. Talking about the whole statue thing versus action figure, and for the first time, you know how I talk about I don't like cell shading?
Yeah.
There are two things coming out from McFarlane. They're both cell shaded, and I like it.
Okay.
He's doing this. Essentially, it's wall art.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, so we are going back to them.
I was going to talk about that not as toys, because it's not really toys.
It's still in that. It's toy adjacent, though. And let's figure the characters that are on those.
Yeah.
Non-posable.
Yeah.
They straight up are.
Yeah. We will get to them.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Start telling the story and then told, no, don't tell that story.
Wait, don't tell that story. Surprise.
All right, we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
We'll come back to it.
Back to the Joy Toy thing.
Toy, yeah.
April O'Neil first up here.
That's kind of stylized.
Good looking April O'Neil. Lots of accessories. Comes with some mousers, a little background.
Is this supposed to be like a hyper style version of her animated appearance?
I believe so. I have not seen any of the turtles from this line yet.
No.
But the April looks good.
What's the deal with the boxing gloves?
I don't know. Extra accessories. Maybe
is that something that she did?
Episode?
Is that for her to fight the mousers? There's a quarter.
It could be.
There's 1/4 of a manhole there.
Yep. But
you know that's going to link up with.
Oh, it has to.
3 more.
Yeah.
But who? So wait a minute.
So far we've got April O'Neil, who comes apparently with 2 mousers, a video camera, boxing gloves, microphone, the little turtle comm, extra hands, and a microphone. And then we also get Splinter, who comes with
also has 1/4 of the
manhole cover.
Well, that throws me way off now.
But this is not exactly your animated series version.
No, but it's not.
But it's not too far removed either.
I almost see trappings of the 2000.
Yes.
Like the follow-up series.
Yeah. But
4 baby turtles.
Yeah, 4 baby turtles. A couple shawl accessories, I guess you would say.
Yeah, of
An
course.
assortment of weapons, extra hands, and a training bamboo thing that he can slice.
Oh, the Totomi mat.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
Yes.
When you sell the figure with 1/4 of the pie, right? 4 pie pieces make a pie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if April and Splinter are half the pie, the 4 turtles doesn't make sense.
No.
So who are the other 2?
Casey Jones and Shredder, Krang and Shredder.
I wouldn't see. Those are all good answers, but I don't want 3 heroes and 1 villain. I don't want to do that.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like, give me who are 4 heroic characters that could do that. To me, the turtles, obviously.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'd not to get too caught up on the manhole thing, but
who's to say that, once you get the complete manhole, that there's not another section of it coming?
Well,
I mean, just straight up road.
I wouldn't be. Oh, that's possible. But I wouldn't be surprised if all 4 turtles come with the exact same 4 pieces of the like the exact same sculpt.
Yeah.
Right. And then they make a manhole, and maybe it could be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be that way. Maybe it'll just be, this is just one piece of a larger. This gives you a larger display option if you have more than 1.
Yeah.
And by making, because go back to the April shot for a second. Yeah, it's the exact same piece. Even the peg hole, the peg is on the same.
Yeah.
She comes with a turtle stand as well.
So you can stand her on that until you get all 4 pieces to make your.
And they didn't offer that with Splinter.
Yeah.
Did they?
Not?
Oh, okay, they did. Sorry, I thought they didn't. He's like, well, he's got a tail, so
he's got like 3
he
points.
He can balance on his tail. Josh says the manhole cover would be a cool stand. Yeah, I agree. Those 2010? No, it was earlier than that. 2007, 2008. Playmates did their Ninja Turtle classics.
Yes.
Those came with like a full manhole cover stand, and I think they're each one had their name on it. They're quite nice, actually.
Nice.
But yeah, Joy Toy. So we have price points on these?
Your general Joy Toy is usually around 50 to 60, isn't it?
I think that's right.
But
I think that's
again, it is the 1/18th scale, so it is a little bit smaller, but they do.
Oh, 1/18. That's really small.
Yeah.
Oof.
But they do, Joy Toy does good work.
They do, and it's interesting because they get a big Warhammer license. So to see them picking up other licenses makes me wonder, where are you going next?
Well, the more licenses they pick up, maybe the more they can drop the price.
Oh, that's not how it works. Not when you got to pay a royalty.
Fair enough. Oh, Josh just got a notification that his Fandom Power shirt was delivered.
Excellent, exciting news. Can't wait to see it.
Unboxing video to come.
Unboxing tonight.
Awesome.
Nice. I will be watching that. Are you doing it live or are you going to pre-record that? Let me know.
Next up out of Super 7, but through Hasbro, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 7-inch articulated figures.
Sorry, Hasbro.
Super 7 through Hasbro.
Oh, Super 7 through Hasbro. Right, because we've...
Yeah. They've outsourced the license and then selling it. So
they're selling the Ninja Turtle. We just talked turtles.
The Ninja Ranger.
They're selling the Ranger brand off.
I don't know if they're selling it off.
I don't know either.
I mean, they're still going to get a cut of this, so...
I don't know.
They're packaged in retro-inspired triangle window boxes, so same as those ones.
Oh yeah,
back
yeah,
in the 90s.
like the Bondi ones.
Yeah,
okay.
But yeah, available now on Hasbro Pulse.
And these are 7-inch Ultimates.
7-inch Ultimates, yeah.
I mean,
they look good.
Did you buy into the 6-inch Lightning collection?
I did.
So let me ask you,
No, I'm not going in on these.
Would you, if you already had the 6-inch Lightning collection, do you need 7-inch Ultimates?
No, I don't. And my wife will reinforce that I don't. And she's right.
That's for other reasons though too, right?
Yeah. But no, like I've already got my Green Ranger from the Lightning collection. I don't need another 1 inch taller.
Yeah, and that's what I ran into collecting both 6-inch Marvel Legends and 7-inch Marvel Select. Why am I collecting the same figures in 2 different scales? I stopped doing it.
It's like buying the Beatles White Album over and over and over again.
Nope. Not gonna do it.
Circling back to Batman.
No.
This one is not McFarlane though.
Okay.
This one's coming to you from Mezco Toys. And
Mezco. Oh,
yeah,
I do like Mezco.
The animated series. They've got 4 out of that up for pre-order. And yeah, you get Harley Quinn, Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, and Batman in his I don't even know what this is. One of his fire suits.
Well, come on. Look at that packaging.
I know. It's right out of the Kenner 90s packaging.
I know. So is this nice. 5 points? 5 points Batman the Animated Series continues with your favorite caped crusader and even more of Gotham's notorious villains. So this
is the second series they've done.
Wait, what scale are these?
I believe they're 5 or 6 inch.
5 or 6 inch, but definitely done in the
style of the original animated series.
Yeah, and those were
they were just
3, well, 4 inch, I guess.
Roughly there.
Yeah.
There is also a deluxe.
Yep.
A deluxe set you could go with, which gets you all 4 plus the Bat Cycle.
That's pretty good looking though. That reminds me of a McDonald's toy.
A little bit.
You know the one I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah. McDonald's, one of the fast food places gave that away.
But I mean, each figure comes with, a bunch of accessories, alternate arms, except Batman, who comes with a parachute.
You think that's going to be made of plastic, like the parachutes of Yon?
Could be.
Like the G.I. Joe Sky Striker?
Maybe.
It's made of a sandwich bag. A screen printed sandwich baggie.
There you go. But yeah, if you're not down for the deluxe edition, you can just get the Bat Cycle on its own.
There's a Harley Quinn there.
There is a Harley Quinn there.
How does that sit with you?
It's in the right ballpark.
As the ultimate,
I should go after that one.
As one of the biggest Harley fans that I know.
Yeah.
The biggest Harley fan I know. What am I talking about?
But yeah,
on your radar?
It is on my radar.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. The Bat Cycle, however, is not. It looks to be a posed figure, just like you would have got back in the day.
I just want to pull it back and see if it goes.
It's got motorized super speed. You pull them back and he zips off.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that until you said that. Yeah, it does. Yep. Just looking at it with the cape already out, billowing. I'm like that.
It's all the Batman animated series vibes.
That's cool.
So
that hits the wall once or twice. You might go, no, not the paint.
Probably. But it is funny you mentioned the Sky Striker.
Why?
Because Hasbro has teamed up with Mega Bloks.
Oh.
And they have released, or will be releasing right shortly, the Sky Striker versus Cobra Hiss set.
Sorry. With Mega
Bloks.
So this is part of that
or Mega Constructs, whatever they're calling it.
It's just now. Mega now.
Yeah.
But this goes back to that deal between Hasbro and Mattel. So what, we're getting G.I. Joe Hot Wheels now. Yep. Now we're getting G.I. Joe licensed G.I. Joe brick sets. Not like the ones
not like the Dollarama. These ones will actually hold together.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one, it comes with the Sky Striker, comes with the Hiss tank. It also comes with 4 figures.
So is it? This is one set, eh?
Yeah.
Why is this? Why the Sky Striker with the Hiss? Why not the Sky Striker and the Rattler? Do you know what I mean? Like thematically, there's something off here.
Maybe, but then they could save the Rattler for, say, I don't know, like one of the little.
Listen, to me, let's reverse it then. If you're going to do the Rattler, then the Rattler comes with the Mobat.
Yeah.
Right. The G.I. Joe tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Josh says it's cool, Mega Bloks, but not $81 cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the retail on this? 81?
Probably, because it is a Mega. If it was Lego, it'd be in like.
Oh, but it would be, yeah. So
170.
it would be even more if it was Lego. So I guess technically, or Mobat with Hiss. That's what I thought.
Mhm. I think doing it this way though, like a jet and a tank, you're
Yeah.
cut down the price point, right? Because if you did 2 jets,
Well, they're
that's
much
a
larger.
really big set.
Much larger, yeah. Yeah.
But
As soon as you start doing stuff like this, I'm suddenly like, I want all my childhood Lego back, and I'm gonna build the G.I. Joe headquarters now. Yeah.
should have kept your Lego.
I didn't have a choice in that.
Oh,
It burns me. Let's not talk about that.
okay.
It's too upsetting.
Well, let's talk about this next one. Also from Hasbro. Swinging out of the Spider-Verse, it is the next version of The Spot. So all of his amped up energy collection that he did at the end of Across the Spider-Verse.
I like the movie. I don't like this. I've never liked this character.
It's a cool concept, but I do not like the design.
And I definitely don't like the look of it.
Essentially, it's the same Spot we got from the previous wave,
the white
only
one,
repainted.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
because that is a hallmark of action figures, kids.
Mm-hmm. But he's designed to encapsulate all the dark matter that he's stolen across the Spider-Verse.
I guess that's conveyed, sort of.
Yeah, but again, he comes with the similar the post with Miles sticking his hand and head through one of his spots.
This style of figure, like, the movie is so hyper stylized. I don't know if it lends itself very well to action figures.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like Spider-Man maybe a little bit more so, but like he's got such weird proportions.
Yes.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me we've seen this kind of shape before from NECA. They did that. Remember the Valerian line?
Yes.
They had those Sentinel or Sentry robots.
It's
the same, same kind of shape. Hint, hint. There's a repaint. Anybody needs a robot.
Mm-hmm.
With a blank face.
Yeah.
It's easily.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah. Or this is the animated Tron. No, I'm just taking shots at it. Because I can.
Yep. But these
this
next
is
two.
Not for me.
Not for you. Fair enough.
Oh, that's exciting. This will be my first unboxing with my new phone.
Way to go, Josh.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Wes likes tech and gadgets. So every time I get a new phone, it's like Christmas. I love getting a new phone. I still got another year to go on this one. And it was outdated when I bought it, so.
Yeah, I actually watched a documentary on the throwaway culture of all the consumer stuff we do now.
Oh, right.
It's kind of scary.
The Netflix one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching
Shopping Conspiracy.
I got a little scared.
It's very scary.
I turned it off.
But, and they do, at one point in that documentary, they do touch on like, toys are throwaway plastics as well.
They are.
They're supposed to be, but like to us, they're not.
Not to an adult collector, but like to a child, like.
Yeah. But again, like that just goes into the whole thing where the adult collector market has taken over.
And that's why there's less of it. And that's why we have Toys R Us in Canada closing now.
Mm-hmm.
Boo.
Priced yourself right out of it.
We got two of them confirmed to be closing this week.
Yeah.
Mississauga and Sudbury.
Yeah.
Ooh, iPhone 14.
Ooh.
That's nice.
There you go.
Sorry, dude. I'm an Android guy, but I can appreciate a brand new shiny iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because I'm a Mac computer guy, but Android phone guy.
I'm the same. But these next ones here, also from Hasbro. If you missed it the first time around, you get a chance again to check out the Marvel Spider-Man from Far From Home.
Pass.
Fair enough.
I don't like that suit.
Yeah, it's the Far From Home black and red.
I'd prefer the Homecoming blue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the final suit from the last one.
Far From Home or No Way Home.
Yeah. Pass.
He comes with extra hands, a little bit of web line.
Pass.
But he's not the only one. They also have, inspired by his appearance from the original movie Captain America, it's Captain America.
Is that? Oh, it is the World War II suit.
Yep.
Now
comes with an alternate masked head.
Extra
hands, the shield.
I took a good look at this one when I saw the solicitation photos. It's a great Steve Rogers portrait, and I think I already have it because I think that was on the World War II the USO Cap figure. That's the unhelmeted one.
Cool.
Yeah, I ended up taking that head and I put it on my stealth suit cap because it looks good there. If I didn't already have this figure in a couple different variations, I would definitely buy this one.
Yeah, it's definitely for people who missed out on the first couple goes around.
Yeah,
but
yeah. That body, when that figure was first released, they did not have. They only had the helmeted portrait, and it barely qualifies as a Chris Evans portrait. But it's a good figure. You can totally get that crisp salute out of it too, which is how I think I've got mine saluting.
Nice.
Yeah, he's right there on the front. But he doesn't look anything like that. Face-wise, I should say. Face-wise.
There you go.
But yeah, I already have this one. So
if you need it, get another chance. Next up, though, sticking with Hasbro, we've got one from the Star Wars universe. It is IG-11 in the pilotable Grogu version.
Now this is vintage collection.
This is vintage collection.
Because we knew
3.75 inches.
The Black Series one, I think, is about to be released.
It's about to be released, yeah.
Yeah.
This one comes with the IG-11. It also comes with a Grogu and an Anzellan.
Bad baby, no squeezies.
And he's holding the Anzellan there, so he's getting his squeezies in.
Bad baby, no squeezies.
I'm out, motherfucker.
I'm out, motherfucker.
Check that video for more information.
I think that's one of our shorts, isn't it?
That is one of our shorts.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But, it's a good-looking little adaptation of it.
I really love this episode. I love the fact that they turned him into a pilotable mech suit.
Yeah, and he got, kind of cocky in it as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Don't take my thing.
No.
Yeah. Pre-order now at Hasbro Pulse. And one more in the toy realm this evening.
Yeah.
Another crossover. This time, Transformers and Godzilla.
I took a look at this one and I'm like, obviously this is
a reissue Grimlock.
This is the right move, is to make it a Grimlock. But
I don't think it was the right move to make it a Megatron.
It's not Megatron.
I believe it is.
I think he's
Megatron robot mode.
What?
Megatron robot mode, my dude.
That's horrible.
That is, because Godzilla is neither hero nor villain.
No, he's like nature.
In the cartoon, he was a hero. In his own movies, he's technically the hero. But Megatron is like your ultimate Transformer villain.
This doesn't work for me on that level in a major way.
I get what they're doing there with the Grimlock, and they've added some little deco on it to make it look like he's got the scaly appearance.
The way to make this pop even more would have been on the back would be to run do a gentle remold and add a bunch of spines. Yeah, and
even if
they're not going to do
like the translucent flame there.
Yeah, and this is the most recent Grimlock mold too. This is the Studio Series. The Studio Series Grimlock. You can tell because of the missing teeth.
Mm.
It's a good mold. Is it enough to make me want to buy? No. I love Transformers. I love Grimlock, and I love Megatron, but I don't like these together.
I wonder what Gaz would have to say about this one.
I don't know.
Because he's a Grimlock guy, is he not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Josh says, I say that a lot.
No squeezies.
That's right.
No squeezies.
But that does bring us to the end of the toys this evening.
Well, I guess the only thing left to do now.
Yeah, it's time to
It's time to play our next game, and you know what it is. Here we go.
Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Lyrics. It's misheard lyrics. Tonight.
Of course it is.
Yes, it is.
It's misheard lyrics.
Now, do we?
It's a regular edition this week.
It is just a regular edition.
No Weird Al this week.
Do we note the new fine print?
It's probably worth noting that if you've won a sticker or several from us, you may be excluded from winning for a period of time.
Yeah. Sorry, Josh.
Don't stop watching.
No.
Keep playing, because that's definitely we want you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But in the interest of trying to spread the love around,
yeah,
we may have to put some limits on on how much stuff we're giving away. Not that we don't want you to have it. We'll give you the fandom no prize.
There you go.
The fandom no prize.
But anyway, this week's Misheard Lyric.
Oh yeah, that one.
Here comes the heart stapler. I'm the leprechaun gangster.
What?
One more time. Here comes the heart stapler. I'm the leprechaun gangster.
Oh dear. I say this every week, and this week I actually asked you, where do you come up with this stuff?
Well, I do find it from a source. A lot of it is online. But
Of course it is. Of course, yeah. I thought you were going to say, I have my source, but I cannot reveal it.
Well, if I reveal it, people go right to it.
All right. As always, we are looking for the song title. Give us the song title of this. Keep in mind, the blurred image is a clue.
It is.
We'll play the sounder, and we'll check in with your answers after that. I'm sure the look on our faces was like, what? Wow. We'll just let the 10-second, I know with that 10-second delay, just wait to see if we're going to get any more answers in here.
Our first answer, though, is coming in from Sarah Hodgson.
Yeah.
Says, here comes the hot stepper, the lyrical,
gangster.
Which is correct.
That is absolutely correct. What is the song title?
Here comes the hot stepper.
Here comes the hot stepper. Yeah.
Josh also got it. Inikamazi.
Inikamazi. Here comes the hot stepper.
Yeah.
My God. You guys are like musical wizards. Oh my gosh. And of course, you both know what it is. Do I need to play it? I'll play it anyway. Just in case you've forgotten, this is what the actual clip sounds like.
Here comes the hot stepper. I'm the lyrical gangster.
Wow.
I'm a leprechaun gangster.
You know, for me, like you sent that to me, I don't know, mid-afternoon today. Here's this week's lyric, Wes. And I'm reading it and I'm like, how do I say this? Wholy what and who? And it's like totally outside of any of the genres that I would listen to, right? But the funny thing is, as soon as I played it, I'm like, oh, I do know this one.
Yep.
I do know this one. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Sarah, that is a big win for you. If you want to hit us up, you want to send us an email to fandompower3@gmail.com with your mailing address. We'll be happy to send you out a Fandom Power sticker that you can display however you would like.
Mm-hmm. Josh saying, I just listen to the radio a lot, then I can't hear nothing, so misheard
stuff all the time. Yeah.
But for our song this evening, it was released in 1994 by Columbia Records on the compilation album Stir It Up.
Is it that old?
It is that old. It was then released again as the lead single from the 1995 album of the same name, Here Comes the Hot Stepper by Inikamazi, as well as the soundtrack to the film Pret-a-Porter.
Yeah, never saw it.
Yeah, that was the one with, I can't remember the actress, but she was naked lying on the thing.
Nope.
I think.
I don't know. Doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah. Anyway. There you go.
No, I have no idea.
Here comes the hot stepper, not the heart stapler.
Well, congratulations going out to both Sarah and Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, again, I think you're batting 100 here. Like, I don't think you've missed one yet. I got mine in my Joe room. Oh, very good. Thank you.
Moving on, we are circling back to the
coming back to McFarlane. Yeah,
because this isn't exactly a toy, but toy adjacent. You are correct.
I am half inclined to get one of these.
These aren't bad looking. There is a Kickstarter going on right now for McFarlane's corner box wall art, and what they are is basically the little corner box from the comic in a 3D wall mountable format.
I mean, like, I like that Superman one.
It does look pretty damn good.
It does, yeah.
As of today, there's 14 days to go in it. It's already got 463 backers. It's
funded.
180% funded already.
Funded.
So it will happen. They launched it on the 19th. It ends on the 11th. But
I watched Toddy's. Well, I didn't see it live, but I watched his live video when he was showing off the prototypes, and like for all intents and purposes, that's a 7-inch McFarlane action figure on a plinth, right? Not posable, but it is, like you said, the corner box, like what they used to put on the comics at that time.
Yeah.
So he had said that he's going to sign one of them, and if they can get some other industry notables to sign them, the other ones as well.
That would be cool.
Who's the signature on the Superman one?
The signature there, I believe, is Dan Jurgens.
Yeah. Okay.
Like legendary Superman artist.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Batman one is signed by Todd. And of course, because it is McFarlane, there is multiple tiers here. You can get the signed versions or the unsigned versions, or like the ultra crazy all in signed everything. There's multiple tiers you can go for.
To be honest, maybe this is kind of sacrilegious to say this, but like Todd McFarlane's signature is going to be worth nothing because he signs everything. Do you know what I mean? Like anybody who's, I need a McFarlane signature. Okay, I can go on eBay and get like a billion of them right now.
I have 2 or 3.
Well, this is what I mean, right? Like,
yeah.
And I think for me, I love the look of these, and I love the classic DC logo. I would get the unsigned one.
You're probably going to have to at this point, because there was only 100 available of the autographed.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Bundles.
I'm just saying my personal preference would be to have an unsigned one. I don't need the signature for what this is and for how I would display it. Right.
I'm just looking at, though, like there is that space on the unsigned one.
Yeah.
Because we're on the signed version, they put the plaque in there to kind of fill out that white
space. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that's.
I mean, if that was the case, it would be nice to kind of move up the figure a little bit,
push the figure up, make the backdrop shorter. The box, is that what you call them? The corner box.
I guess so, yeah. Because the Batman one, it stands at 16.5 inches, whereas your Superman is 17.75 inches.
Yeah. So. Oh, Superman's a little bit
bigger.
A little bit bigger. Is it because of the leg dangle?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But you can pledge today and secure your tier level choice.
What is the base offering? Do we know?
The base offering, I believe, is just one or the other.
I just meant in terms of price.
Price. Price. I don't know.
I'm gonna find out.
I believe we've linked to the Kickstarter in our show notes, so you can go check this out. I think.
Keeps wanting me to go to the Medieval Spawn Kickstarter. No, I don't want that. What do we call this? Kickstarter
corner box wall collectibles.
Corner box wall collectible. Corner box drawing board. Here we go. The corner box drawing board crowd fund.
That'd be the one.
You can pledge your support for the project today and secure your tier level choice plus other perks. For early supporters, you will not be charged until the campaign closes. Can I get the link to the actual thing? This is off the McFarlane website. Flat rate shipping in the continental US for $10. That's good. I want the actual
thing.
Kickstarter. What if I just go to Kickstarter and just type in the thing I'm looking for?
Maybe.
That's not what I'm looking for. Wall box art. We have 7 projects, and this is an actual Kickstarter.
Yeah. Well,
let me type in McFarlane.
Well, okay, I got it here. For the Batman one, you're just Batman regular.
Yeah.
You're looking at $99 US.
Yeah.
Superman, $99 US.
Oh, US. Okay.
Both of them, you get a price break at $179.
Yep.
The autographed Batman just by itself is $129.
Oh, and there's still availability. Only 58 of 200 claimed.
Oh, wow.
And of the Superman,
also $129 autographed.
Oh, sorry. I misread that. Superman, 58 of 200 are claimed. Yeah. Scroll back up for a second. Of the Batman, 164 of the 200 Batman are claimed.
Yeah. Of the regular Batman, only 35 have been claimed. 11 for the Superman.
Really?
68 of 150 autographed combo, or no, 68 of 150 of the unautographed.
That is
Batman
for the
and
pair.
Superman.
That's the
Yeah,
pair.
so you get both.
Yeah.
And then if you want both autographed with the digital collectible, you're looking at $259.99 and 156 of 300.
So fully signed, there's 300 there.
Yeah.
And then how many of the Batman and Superman? 150 each.
200 of
200 of Batman and 150 of just Superman signed.
Yeah. Oh no, 200 each of signed.
So 3, 4, 5, 700 signatures.
Yes.
That's what we're saying.
Oh.
700 units
700
total.
more.
700 units total were signed.
And then another, I don't even know how many, 150 unsigned plus however many they're going to make.
Well, they don't even put a number.
No,
there's no,
because it's unlimited.
There's
I guess,
no
right?
limit on that. I guess once you've made it, you've made it.
Yeah.
Watch a year from now, some
they'll pop up.
Retailer.
Yeah, they'll be popping up at 500 a piece or some damn thing.
Oh, they'll be on eBay as soon as this is done. As soon as this is funded.
Chances
Well,
are
sorry,
they're
it's
on
already
eBay
funded. Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, they're probably on there now.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
All those autographs will give you carpal tunnel.
Yes, they will.
Or you put your autograph on digitally and they're tamped on.
It could be.
Right? If are they real autographs or are they tampoed?
Could be either
Right?
way. But
If I'm paying for an autograph,
you would want
I have
an
an expectation in this case of a genuine signature with a pen.
Yeah.
Not a tampo.
Yeah. Because you can get the tampo any day of the week.
Mhm.
And however many he wants to make.
Well, I think it's on every box. His little signature, right?
Yeah. This next one's kind of weird. The top OnlyFans star, Karina Kopf, has retired at the age of 28 after earning $67 million in just 3 years.
From showing her feet, right?
Yes, showing her feet.
Jesus. 28 years old, 67 million.
Uh-huh. So yeah, she had 3 successful years on the platform, and she's made the decision to leave.
Yep.
She announced her departure from it in a tweet on X, saying, "No more link in bio."
So, to the amazement of her followers, Karina Kopf, who rose to fame in recent years, has suddenly announced her retirement from producing sexual video.
Yep.
Okay.
So basically, anyone who has one of these sites out there usually says, see link in bio.
To
forward you off to the site. So putting no more link in bio is kind of
that's a
nice
subtle way of saying
done.
Yeah.
But initially, I guess she rose to fame as a member of David Dobrik's YouTube team, known as the Vlog Squad. I never watched
that.
them.
Doesn't mean anything to me.
No.
I don't know who he is.
But in 2016, she started her own YouTube channel. And she gained a following like 1.69 million followers. And then that followed her over to Instagram with 6.5 million.
Yeah.
And, it led her to finally just go for broke. And she moved to Los Angeles to pursue this career in social media and opened the OnlyFans account in 2021 and retired on Thursday, October 24th of this year.
I mean, far be it for me to tell anybody what to do. So, I mean, one, good for her for choosing what to do
And
on
when
her
to do
own
it,
terms, and also for choosing, not to do it on her own terms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So good for her.
Yeah,
But,
but she got in, she made her money, she's out. How better could it be?
Is this like I stripped my way through college? Like to
I
go
think
to
that's the digital equivalent of it.
maybe, and
Or
maybe
I stripped my way through not needing college.
would you say she's 28?
Yeah, 28 years old.
28. So I mean, at 28, the biological clock is ticking, and so if you want to have children,
Mm-hmm.
like naturally, maybe that you don't want to have that stuff. Now, mind you, it's the internet, so it's out there forever.
Yeah.
But if you want to give yourself a bit of a buffer between who I was and who I am and who I want to be,
Mm-hmm.
you give yourself some time, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just speculating wildly too.
But, Josh says, "Don't know, don't care."
Don't know, don't care. That is a fair opinion.
Yeah, I mean, she made her money. Doesn't really affect us, but
We rarely talk about the OnlyFans. I mean, it's not
No.
something that comes up very often, but like, it's incredible that there is that kind of money being
to be made,
yeah,
within it, if
yeah.
you can manage it.
And when did she move to OnlyFans? Did you say
2016? No,
was-
2021. 2016 was the YouTube account.
What?
Yeah, so 3 years, 67.
Oh yeah, 3 years.
But
Oh.
I mean, she did build her fan base up for 5 years prior, right?
Yeah, but OnlyFans affords people that there's filtering on Instagram and of course the more sanitized social
Yeah.
media. OnlyFans, I mean, it's anything goes, right?
Wild West.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could just do more things on OnlyFans that you just couldn't do anywhere else.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder how many of the people that like the Instagram followers would actually
Translated to
or would you just pick up a whole bunch of new people based on the
type of
adult
content
type
you're producing.
content? Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should start the OnlyFans for your feet.
We've made jokes about it.
I know, but 67 million turns into less of a joke.
I just, I've been looking at my feet recently, and I don't think that's something that anybody needs to see. There are days that I don't even want to see them.
Josh says, I am a little jealous that in 3 years she made 67 million when I go to work 12 hours a day, and I might make that in 30 years.
The thought of making that kind of money over a career, though, like that is money. That is like unfathomable money to me. We joke about the YouTube channel taking off, and that may never happen, but it's like,
I mean, she's in the ballpark now. She could offer Tyson 20 million to go knock out Jake Paul.
She could back a pro boxing match.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
to put her status in perspective, though, when she did start her YouTube channel,
Sure.
she made 1 million within 48 hours of announcing her debut on the network. So, that following must have translated hugely.
All the YouTubers in the world, like including us. Let's just remind everybody
We're not Mr. Beast.
to monetize on YouTube, you must have 1,000 subscribers and you must have 4,000 public viewing hours.
Yep.
And those public viewing hours are on a sliding scale month to month. So like some people never
really
get
need
there.
to go viral to get there.
You do. And you need to do more. It's funny. We're pretty consistent. We live stream twice a week, almost every week. But I'm always saying we could be doing more. You know what I mean? Like you almost have to, you got to put something out every day.
Yeah.
You got to put something out every day. And we don't do that.
Yeah.
Which is why we are slow to grow. But that's okay. Good for her though.
Yeah.
God, millions. 3 years.
Josh says, not 30 years is too soon.
Yeah, more like 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this next one, you don't have to wait 1,000 years for.
Nope.
The director of the new Tron has released an image to
Tron Ares.
Yes, to showcase the new look of the light cycle.
I looked at this image and it's like
it's still like somewhat obscured.
It's I assume we're talking about the wheel that's
on
the one side. Is that a light cycle? Because look at that.
It looks like he's getting out of a ship.
I don't think that's a light cycle at all. That is like somebody walking at the back of an armored vehicle, and that's a wheel on a multi-wheeled vehicle.
Yes.
That's not a light cycle at all.
Maybe it's like the, they start with the little version is the cycle, and then this joins up to become the bat pod in the tumbler.
I don't know. Again, is this a set photo or is this like a...
Apparently this is an Empire exclusive.
I mean, take a look around you. Like that's in the real world. That's not on the grid.
Yeah.
That's like in a warehouse or something. Yeah.
Section.
So, and we knew that was part of the sort of the idea of the movie, that they were going to try and come into the real world. So obviously that they're successful at that.
Yeah.
But the knobby wheel thing just does not say grid to me. This
it's gripping.
It says futuristic though, for sure.
Yeah.
and I'm very hyped to see this movie. I mean, I'm a big Tron fan. Tron Legacy was one of my all-time favorite science fiction movies.
It's your favorite soundtrack, too.
It is. It's my yeah. It is my favorite sound. I was listening to part of it today, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Josh says no.
No. No. Gross.
I will wait to see this before I reserve judgment. But I mean, they've got 9 Inch Nails making the music for this one, so that I'm on for.
I mean, and when you hear 9 Inch Nails, industrial, yeah. So I mean, this
the
picture
fact that they're in an industrial type complex is going to fit perfectly.
That's kind of yeah.
But yeah.
I just hope that they don't abandon all of the things that they introduced in Legacy, like the Rinsler character at the end. You saw Legacy, right?
I have not seen it front to back yet.
Oh wow. Okay, well then I spoiler. The Rinsler character is Tron.
Okay.
But he's subverted and he's a bad guy. But at the end of the movie, his red lights fade out. They wink out, and the blue lights come back on as he's sinking in the digital soup. So, Bruce Boxleitner coming back for this one. I hope so.
Yeah, but
I hope so.
In addition to Jared Leto, Gillian Anderson's going to be in it. Scully herself.
Cool.
So that's exciting. Evan Peters, Jodie Turner-Smith, Greta Lee, and
Evan Peters, Quicksilver, yeah,
Quicksilver in the one, and
Fox Quicksilver.
Yes,
yeah,
and Sarah Desjardins is also going to be in it.
Nice.
So yeah. Next up, we have the we got a look this week. We've also linked to it in the show notes at the teaser trailer for How to Train Your Dragon, and it doesn't look bad. Like I've seen the animated models. I was not a fan of the animated movie series.
The movies were okay. I think the movie's actually better than the TV series that spun out of it.
Yeah, but this, I don't know, Toothless looks like a fairly decent adaptation into live
action.
So
here's the thing, and I know. Hear me out on this. You went true to the movie, and you got Gerard Butler to play the king, as he does in the animated film.
Okay.
Why the hell did you not get Jay Baruchel to play Hiccup? Do you know what I mean? Like, you could digitally de-age him.
Oh, he looks young enough as it is.
That's what I mean. So, on one hand, I'm like, oh, Gerard Butler, they got him. That's cool. No Jay Baruchel, not cool. But then the other part of me says, listen, if Disney can remake all of their animated into live action, then why not everybody else?
Exactly.
Which brings me to my next question. Do we need this?
I don't know. I didn't know that this franchise was that popular, to be honest, but...
what, 3 films and a TV series? Yeah. So, I mean, that's got some legs.
Yeah. But it will be in theaters on June 13th of 2025. So
I will not be there on day one to see this.
No.
I'll see it eventually.
This next one we've already seen. It was released on YouTube and whatnot. It is Unification 765874. And
yeah. Josh, we don't need this. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm in that, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe somebody would like this.
Could be. But yeah, William Shatner's Captain Kirk returned in this short film from the Roddenberry archive. And it is super well done.
Yeah, it's very good.
It is good.
It borrows some footage from some of the other videos that they've already done, but
the thing here is the body there underneath that Kirk is actually Sam Witwer.
Yeah, Sam Witwer body doubles for Jim Kirk in this. But it's cool in that we see, and I had this question. For those of you who haven't seen this yet, not to spoil it.
We've linked to it in the show notes if you have not seen it.
Yeah. So pause our show, go watch this, then watch Unification, then come back and pick up the conversation here. Kirk at 3 points in his life, at 3 different points in his life. And I'm like, is this, because in one of it's made by Otoy, with the Okudas. Michael and his wife are heavily involved in this. In one of their other videos, Spock goes to the site where Kirk died, when he was fighting Dr. Soren in Star Trek Generations. He visited that site. Well, in this, we see Kirk going to visit Spock on his deathbed. And so I'm like, is this, and I said this to Hank, and I posed this question to anybody who's seen this, is this part of what happened to Kirk, Jim Kirk, in the Nexus? Do you remember that in the Star Trek Generations?
It could very well be.
Right? Because they told him, Guinan told Picard in the Nexus, you can be anywhere, anytime.
And that
So
would be
did
a good time to go jumping through points.
like for Kirk to meet himself at 3 different points in his life. You got classic series Kirk in the gold shirt.
Yeah.
You get Admiral Kirk in the maroon uniform, and then you get this version of Captain Kirk as he dressed when he died aboard the USS Enterprise B. Did Kirk visit all places at one time?
It could be.
Including Spock's death?
Could be.
It was no matter how you look at it, and this is the thing, or it was a true after death or sorry, after life experience. Right? And it works both ways.
It does.
But from a fan perspective, what a way to bring those two characters back together, Kirk and Spock. So yeah, I can't speak enough about this. If you're a Trek fan and you haven't seen this,
go see it.
Oh, it's so good.
And you don't even have to go far. It's just on your phone.
Oh, no. Watch it on your TV.
Do
watch it on your TV.
Watch it on the screen as big as you can.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've linked to it in the show notes, like I said there. So
yeah, so good. Oh yeah, and the Sam Witwer connection.
Yes.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Darth Maul, among others.
And Starkiller. But next up, if you didn't catch our post yesterday, there has been a pre-Black Friday sale running on our merch site. And, oh yeah.
Oh yes, Carlos, absolutely. Do watch this in 4K. A lot of work went into it. And it really shines through when I watched it here on a 75 inch, 75 inch 4K TV. Totally.
Is
totally
this
worth it.
like the director that's talking to us right now? Because it is directed by Carlos Bena.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Very cool.
I don't know. I'm a little bit taken back. Did we just get commented on by the director?
I really think that it might be. That's really cool.
Oh, 2 nerds from Canada talking about a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool.
I'm off my game now.
So that's why you have notes. That's why we have notes. Yeah. Amazing crew made it all possible. Oh, of course. It takes a village, my friend. It takes a village.
Especially when the crew's like invested, right? Like, you know, they're not just what's the word here? Sony versing it.
Not phoning it in.
Yeah.
No, I am a lifelong Trek fan, and I was quite tickled when I saw this the other day.
Yeah.
And of course, if on our side of things, like from the podcast perspective, we have a third co-host that's not here with us tonight who sent us in our group chat. Have you guys seen this?
Yeah.
And with the link,
No, not yet.
We're
So we
like,
click it.
nope, but I'm going to watch it right now.
Yep.
For Hank to get excited about it. And Hank is not a Star Trek fan.
He's more of a Star Wars guy.
But he's not a Star Trek fan in the way that I am. Where I ooze this stuff.
Yeah.
But even he was like, "Oh my!"
Yeah. Josh says, "What show are y'all talking about? My car's kind of loud. I cannot hear."
It's
a short film.
Yeah, short film
from the Roddenberry archive called Unification, and it's a beautiful piece of film. Really is.
Yeah.
So if you have not seen it, go check it out. And yeah.
And that's Star Trek for you, right?
Yeah.
Kind of hopeful, right?
It is.
And it makes me hopeful for more.
Mm-hmm. But as I was saying, I think.
Yeah.
We've had the site-wide sale on, but if you've been holding out, this is the week of Black Friday.
That is true, yes.
Oh, Josh says on Paramount.
No, sir. You can catch it on YouTube.
Yeah, it is on YouTube.
The link, we have a link to the video in
the show
the
notes of
description
tonight's
of
episode.
tonight's episode.
Yep. But our site is now on sale up to 40% off.
I do like, and we don't have any control over this, right? This
No.
is TeePublic, so
Yeah.
I mean up to 40%, which means not everything is going to be. But
40% on t-shirts is a hell of a deal.
I did go and have a look the other day, and for our Canadian viewers, if you've been holding off because of the shipping costs, 40% off actually makes t-shirts cheaper than they are in that first 24-hour block, because t-shirts are now $19.
Yep.
So now is a good time to pick up some merch if you haven't done so already. And it's a great way to support us here at the channel to help us keep churning out new content.
Speaking of new content, this one caught my attention this week. I know it's not up your alley.
No.
But it has all the cheese of a good 80s horror movie, and I'm looking forward to this one. Popeye the SLAYER Man.
I'm Popeye the SLAYER Man. Ooh, ooh.
At one point in the trailer, he does say, "I am what I am."
I am's what I am.
But yeah, this is kind of in the same vein as the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. It's not from the same company, so it is not part of the Pooh.
Not part of the Poohniverse.
But this one will be coming out in early 2025. And it concerns a group of friends who sneak into abandoned spinach factory to film a documentary on the legend of the Sailor Man.
Yeah.
Who is said to haunt the factory. And the producer, Jeff Miller, is quoted as saying, "We can't wait for audiences to get a load of this gory and scary version of Popeye. We went old school and focused on using real practical effects and not relying on CG for the gore. We're talking with very enthusiastic and interested buyers now." So I'm guessing they don't have a distributor lined up yet. But the trailer, it looks gory and fun. It stars Sean Michael Conway, Elena Giuliano, Mabel Thomas, Marie Louise Boisner, Jeff Thomas, and Steve McCormick, along with Angela Raculo from Code Black and The Cabining, and Sarah Nicklin from None of That and The Black Mass. And apparently Jason Stevens plays the title role of Popeye.
Now, are you, you're a horror guy.
I am.
Do you recognize any of those names?
I do not.
Okay.
But having watched the trailer, I'm all in for this one. At one point, they're like, "Oh yeah, we found out why the place got closed down. It's because the spinach was contaminated." So essentially, he's eating
contaminated spinach.
He is mutated by the spinach,
right,
into the gory form of Popeye that goes around killing all these
wait,
teenagers.
Are we thinking that the guy in the gray cable knit is our Popeye?
No,
pre-mutation.
No, that is like the old drunk at the bar who tells you, "Don't take this, the legend for joke."
Okay,
you kids are messing with something you don't know. He's real.
Yeah. The one guy, I warned you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they'd only listen to me.
Yeah. But the trailer, it is a red band trailer, so if you're under 18, don't go watch it. But if you can go watch it, it is linked to in the show notes.
No, watch it on your work computer.
There you go.
I take no responsibility for that.
But yeah, it is a gory trailer. Like, you do get to see some of the kills you will be seeing in the film, and those arms aren't there for nothing.
I like that idea that's explained away as a mutation.
Yeah, as opposed to the Robin Williams where he was just kind of deformed.
Right. But, or the classic cartoon where it's the spinach literally coursing through him.
Yeah. But in this case, it is mutated spinach coursing through him. So, yeah. But there you go. Popeye the SLAYER Man, coming to theaters in 2025.
Very cool.
This next one, On This Day in History.
Oh, nice. Today's history lesson. This week's history lesson.
Yeah. On this day, November 26th in history, 1865, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is first published in America.
And it is not anything like the movie.
No, it is not. But yeah, first published in America on this day.
Nice.
1922, Charles M. Schulz is born, creator of Peanuts.
Peanuts.
Exactly.
Peanuts.
On this day in 1942, Casablanca opened in theaters in New York City,
Play it again, Sam.
but it would open nationwide January 23rd of the following year.
Yep.
And on this day in 1989, we got our first look at America's Funniest Home Videos
With Bob Saget.
with Bob Saget.
The Bob Saget that you think you know, but you really didn't.
Yeah, until you found out that he sucked dick for coke. That was an addiction, man. If you haven't seen Half Baked, go see it. But yeah, that's on this day in history.
Nice.
Next up, the voice of Milhouse on The Simpsons is retiring after 35 years. So Pamela Hayden is calling it quits, and her final episode will be this Sunday.
What's that going to mean for the character?
I don't know. Are they going to write Milhouse out? Is he going to move away? Or,
I mean, have they? Simpsons has been around for so long. Have they ever addressed? Because I mean,
they've had to kill.
Nobody ages.
Yeah, it's
right?
true.
Right.
But they have had to kill off characters before, like the voice of Edna Krabappel. She died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was written out of the show. But this is not just Milhouse, because Pamela Hayden also does Jimbo Jones, Rod Flanders, and other assorted characters. So
sure.
Going forward, they're gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
35-year run as a voice. That's huge.
I mean, it can't. I was talking to another collector the other day about this, and it's like, there's there's multiple generations now of people that don't know life without The Simpsons. As somebody who remembers when there was none, it's not hard for me to imagine a life without them again. But like, is this kind of like writing on the wall for the show in general?
Maybe.
I
mean, what haven't they done?
I don't know.
Like, they've done the horror series with like the Treehouse of Horrors. They've done spoofs. They've done cameos. They've done crossovers. They're in their 36th season
only.
And I think they stopped releasing the DVDs around the 20th season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Steve, I didn't realize it's been on that long. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and
it has been on for a long time.
All the old stuff is now streaming on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure she'll continue to do work on other characters, because she has done stuff outside of The Simpsons, like Lloyd in Space, Party Wagon, and Bianca Spyro. In Year of the Dragon.
Oh, nice. But again, 35 years in any career, like, okay, I would like to retire, I can't argue with that.
No, it's been a good run. Next up, more news on the upcoming Masters of the Universe Amazon film.
Yeah, now sitting at MGM Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, Idris Elba.
Let's try that again.
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
I'm sorry, sir. I am sorry. I'm still rattled.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
But yeah, he's set to join, or is in talks to join, I should say, because it's not confirmed yet. But he is in talks that he might be playing Man-at-Arms.
I'm okay with that.
Yes.
I am totally okay with that.
Man-at-Arms is already kind of a Heimdall-style character.
I wasn't even thinking of that. I didn't even make that connection.
The friend to the hero who's kind of knowledgeable, father-like.
Well, so like, Duncan is more than the friend. Like, let's remember, like, Duncan is like
the keeper. No,
he's the mentor character to Adam.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's Tila's father. He's Tila is the captain of the guard. Man-at-Arms is the one who largely is responsible for the technology in the Randor's kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, I mean, he's at the front of almost everything. And as I said to you, having Idris Elba join this movie just adds a metric ton of star power.
Yes, it does.
If that's true.
Yeah. Apparently, he will be joining, if he commits to it, Alison Brie as Evil Lynn.
Yeah.
Nicholas Galitzine. Again, I apologize. As He-Man.
I don't know how to say that. Nicholas Galitzine?
Galitzine. I like it.
Okay.
And Camila Mendez is Tila. So.
You know me though, and I've said this every time we talk about it. It's in that this movie is in that same realm as the Where is my live action Robotech movie,
Yeah.
right? Like we've been talking about this, well, probably since the '87 movie,
Yep.
about Masters making a return to the big screen, and you know, when it went to Netflix, it was like, oh, maybe this is the right place for it. Maybe
Especially after the
sure,
Dark Crystal Age of Resistance.
maybe a limited series or maybe on a streaming platform is the right place for this, where people like us then will watch it several times over and over and over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Would I like a Masters movie to go to the theaters? Sure, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I remember Mom wouldn't let me watch it when I was a kid. Oh, that's too bad. It's such a good show.
The Simpsons.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Masters.
Oh no, my mom let me watch that. But yeah, The Simpsons was always aimed at an older audience, right?
Oh,
So,
true. Speaking of the Masters, though, it is a good series, and the 2002
oh, the
remake,
2000X is
so good. Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of so good, we are into the home stretch. There is one episode left to go in Superman and Lois, airing next Monday. And if you happen to catch last night's, you were treated to a visual representation. And I thought for a second we could just go back and look at the live action.
Oh, yes,
Doomsdays through the
absolutely.
years.
Yes, we should.
So, as you can see there, we have the 2009 Smallville version, which is just a horrible rubber suit, but it's close.
They tried.
They tried. They really did.
They tried.
Then we get our 2016 Turtle Doomsday from Superman v Batman Dawn of Justice.
The Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. And then what was arguably one of the better looking ones in Krypton in 2019.
When Krypton came out, now I did not watch it in its original run, but I did watch it. I watched the entire series later on.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember talking to you about it, and we both kind of went, I think this is the best version of him we've ever seen.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
And then last year, for the finale of Superman and Lois, we got their interpretation of Doomsday as a reborn version of Bizarro.
Yeah.
But last night's episode delivered to us probably the best looking on-screen Doomsday as he went through his final evolution, and he looks absolutely fantastic.
I can't argue with that.
Like, this is what he should have been all along. This is the one that should have been killing Superman in that Dawn of Justice movie.
Yep.
Yep. He doesn't look like a Ninja Turtle. He looks like Doomsday.
Yes, 100%. And was that the scene right from the show?
Yeah.
So just a close up like that.
Well, when to spoil it, sorry, Luthor goes into the mine where Bizarro Doomsday is trying to go home.
Yeah.
But he's not getting anywhere because the portal's been closed up from 2 seasons ago, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, sorry, I need to kill you one more time. And he launches all these missiles at him, blows him up to extreme proportions. And when he digs himself out of the rubble, all you see is the hand come down with the knuckle spurs.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, oh, no. And then when he finally lands in the main street of Smallville,
they're going all the way with it.
Oh my God, there he is.
Yeah, so that's...
Like, the previous iteration was like, okay, that's not bad. It's pretty good. Because he did have some Spike stuff going on.
Yeah.
But this version, oh.
So let me ask you, you got one episode left.
Is
it going to be a double?
I don't know. I think it probably should be.
What are they doing?
The odds are so stacked against him at this point.
What are they going to do? Are they going to close a show with killing Superman?
They'd be killing him for the second time this season because they killed him in the season opener.
Sure.
Like, Doomsday literally ripped his heart out.
Okay, so now we're going to have the rematch.
This is the rematch, and
Clark's going to win.
He's getting his ass kicked at the end of this episode.
I'm sure that's going to happen. That'll carry on into the finale, but yeah, I mean, it's
the other thing
Superman.
They've taken Steel's super suit.
Oh yeah, okay.
And Lex Luthor has stolen it. So we're finally going to get that Luthor in his power suit.
Is it going to be green and purple?
It doesn't look like that yet.
Okay, but he
is green
paint job. Paint job.
The interior's like the Iron Man.
Oh yeah. Okay,
all purple and green.
Oh, nice.
So they're getting there, and it looks really good.
They're running out of time, CW.
But like, as far as this season has gone, every episode this season has been like better than the last.
Right.
And they say the finale's going to deliver, and at this point, I believe them.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Finale airs next Monday on the CW, so
And I will expect a full report the following day.
you will get it, sir.
Good. I want
I'll
to
either
know.
be super happy or like
Or
all
very
bummed
upset.
out.
Very upset.
Maybe
yeah.
bummed out because it's over, but
Okay. All right.
yeah. But
That
that is
kinda-
our final thing for
That kind of brings us to the end of the road, at least for this week.
Mm-hmm.
But before we go, we wouldn't be the same if we didn't cover one more thing, and it is that time of the night when Andy is out in the toy aisles hunting for you and I, so that we can save a few dollars with this week's toy hunting tip at Dollarama.
Well, this week you're going to save a whole lot. These are not exactly toys. They are toy adjacent. They are comic adjacent.
Okay.
They are DC HRO hybrid NFT trading cards.
NFT.
So the non-fungible tokens. So
Yeah.
that digital collectible, but you get a physical card to collect. What these are packs of 8 packs of cards.
Sorry, there's 8 packs in one of these boxes.
There's 8 packs in one of these boxes.
Okay.
And they're going for $4 a piece. You get we've spotted so far chapter 2, which is the Black Adam series,
All right.
and chapter 3, which is the Shazam.
Yep.
But on Amazon, because these are a couple years older, if you're rebuying them there, you're going to be looking at $50 a box for chapter 2,
Oh dear.
or $71.56 a box for chapter 3.
I wonder if that price is going to come down with this.
I would hope so, but
It makes me wonder if they're showing up at Dollarama here in Canada, are they going anywhere else, like in other markets?
I don't know, because these are a couple years old now.
Yeah.
And they're pretty neat. Like I bought a few boxes, and each pack comes with 8 cards, and you're guaranteed at least a few holograms within the thing. I believe each chapter is 157 cards in the set total.
Okay.
So, but at $4 a box, you're getting it basically 50 cents a pack.
I think
which
anybody,
is hugely cool.
any kid who's into superheroes
Yeah, absolutely.
and
And
trading
then-
cards.
And then each one, there's an app you download. There's a code on the back you scan, and then you get your digital collectible
Yeah.
that corresponds to it.
So with these, so let me ask you, you bought some.
I did.
Did you claim the token?
I have not claimed it yet.
I would be curious to know if there was a claim date on those.
I don't believe so, because
know-
my friend Morgan from Peterborough, he got some, and
Yep.
he has already claimed.
Oh, he did.
All
Okay,
his.
that's good to know.
So
I think of those, like, when they were selling the Blu-rays with the digital copy.
digital code,
But
yeah.
you had a
there's a
window.
window.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I would hate to, like, I mean, that is sort of the luck of the draw though, but like you would hope that you could still get it.
hmm
But if you're saying that Morgan's already got it, that's good. Oh, Josh, thank you for answering a question I've been having. What the heck does NFT mean? I thought it meant not for trade.
No, it actually means non-fungible token.
Non-fungible token.
So
Not a real thing.
digital collectible. It's what McFarlane is banking on, and
Can I say it the other way? Not a fucking thing?
exactly.
No fucking thing.
But in this case, you do get the card. So
That's right. Yeah,
you
yeah.
can collect a physical set of these. So,
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, they feature some really nice art from all the way back to like Detective Comics #1 all the way up to current.
Sure, sure.
So yeah,
Thank you.
you're quite welcome.
Well, that does it for this week's edition of Random Fandom. It was a long haul tonight. We're what, 2 hours and
2 hours and
almost 2.25 hours.
Mhm.
Want to say thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight throughout the broadcast. Thanks for hanging out with us for another couple of hours. I know you guys have lots of entertainment options, so the fact that you choose to spend your time with us, that means the world to us.
Mhm.
And we hope to see you again on this one. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Sunday night show in a while, go back and have a look at the last couple of weeks. We're talking action figures. It's Star Wars: The Black Series in our Back in Black series review series, where we look at one wave of figures at a time. And this week, as I said, if we have the time, we might be getting into our first exclusives. That takes us all the way back to 2014.
Mm.
So if you are a Black Series collector or you're a Star Wars fan, check it out. Otherwise, we'll be back again next Tuesday with the 86th edition of Random Fandom. Hope you'll hang out with us. Come back and see us. Don't forget, check out the merch shop. Everything's on sale. Do consider becoming a patron if you haven't done so already. Do like and subscribe to the channel. It's free and it really helps us out. And yeah, anything you want to say before we sign off?
That's all I got.
Yeah, man. Another good one. Thanks for putting this one together.
No problem.
All right, everybody. Remember, whatever your thing is, fan on. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.